The sky burned green the night they arrived. I remember because I was standing on the roof of my apartment, drinking stale beer and wondering when life had stopped being surprising. Earth had grown dull. Wars fought by drones, emotions numbed by screens, love reduced to swipes. And then, fire streaked across the clouds, the color of jade lightning. The world changed before I could even finish my drink. The next morning, every news outlet screamed the same word. Visitors. They weren't an invading army, at least not at first. The Zari called themselves seekers of balance. 10 feet tall, plated with silvery armor that was somehow part of their skin, they looked more like living sculptures than soldiers. Their language was built from harmonics, tones so low you could feel them in your bones, and yet our translators made it sound like velvet thunder. I wasn't a soldier or a scientist. I fixed environmental filtration units for a corporation that used to care about air quality before profits tanked. My only qualification for history was that I was nearby when it unfolded. That's how I met Vakura. The Zari landed a delegation outside New Phoenix, and I got a maintenance contract to service their air exchange pods, massive chrome flowers that shimmered in the desert sun. The first time I stepped inside one, I felt like I'd walked into a cathedral built by something that worshipped geometry. Vakura was waiting near the central core, her spear. Yes, a real spear, resting against her shoulder. Her armor was black glass traced with faint blue veins, pulsing like a heartbeat. Her eyes were molten amber. She studied me for a long moment before saying in that deep harmonic voice, "You are small." I laughed. "You're not wrong. Small," she repeated, head tilting. "But curious. That is the better kind of small." It should have sounded like an insult, but somehow it didn't. For weeks I came and went, fixing things that didn't need fixing just for an excuse to talk. She asked questions about Earth. Why we polluted oceans, why we built weapons before medicine, why we lied to ourselves about peace. I tried to answer, but her gaze always made me feel like a kid explaining crayons to a thunderstorm. One evening, she told me the Zari were leaving. "Your world rejects harmony," she said quietly. "It is loud with hunger." Something in me panicked. "So that's it. You show up, judge us, and go home." She turned those golden eyes on me. "Do you wish us to stay?" Without thinking, I blurted, "Of course I do." She stepped closer, her armor whispering. "Why?" The truth came out before I could catch it. "Because I don't want to lose the only interesting thing that's happened to me in years." Her lips curved just slightly. "Then speak what you desire most, human." I should have said peace or knowledge or something profound. Instead, like an idiot, I joked. "You." Her expression didn't change. "Accepted." I laughed, but she didn't. That was the moment everything went sideways. I woke up in darkness. My ears rang, my skin felt heavy. Gravity was wrong. A faint hum surrounded me, steady, rhythmic. I wasn't in my bed. I wasn't even on Earth. Through a translucent wall I saw endless stars and a faint blue haze curling around what looked like a living ship. Vakura stood beside me, still in her armor. "You have been chosen," she said. "Chosen for what?" "To fulfill the request you made." I sat up dizzy. "That was a joke. You can't just abduct someone." Her head tilted again. "In your culture, jest and desire sound alike. We do not mistake the tone." She reached out, touching her palm to my chest. "You said you desired me. Among the Zari, that is an oath." I stumbled back. "You think I what proposed?" "To desire is to bind," she said softly. "Now we are linked." A faint glow spread from where she'd touched me, like light sinking beneath my skin. I could feel her emotions, quiet, focused, vast. It wasn't romantic, not yet. It was like standing at the edge of an ocean that suddenly knew my name. Days or maybe weeks passed. Time was different aboard the vessel. The Zari didn't sleep as we did. They entered something they called the resonance, a shared dream space where minds touched like ripples overlapping on a pond. Vyakira taught me to enter it. First, it terrified me. Thoughts weren't private there. Every insecurity echoed like a drumbeat. But she was patient, guiding me through waves of color and memory until I learned to steady myself. In the resonance, I saw fragments of her world. Cities grown from crystal reefs, wars fought in silence where thoughts were sharper than blades, and the moment her people decided to leave their dying sun. She, in turn, explored my memories. Earth's chaos, my loneliness, my little rooftop under a polluted sky. She never mocked me for them. She only said, "Now I understand why you desired something beyond your world." The bond deepened. It wasn't about ownership or captivity anymore. It was connection, raw, unsettling, beautiful. I began to see the universe through her senses, to feel the vibration of stars, the pulse of living matter across light years. And then came the choice. The Zari vessel drifted near the outer colonies of humankind. A fleet of human defense ships intercepted them, guns hot and orders blunt, turn back or be destroyed. I knew the humans were terrified. They'd seen too many alien invasions in movies, too many ghosts in history. But Vyakira refused to flee. "We came to bring understanding," she said. They wouldn't listen. When the first missile launched, the Zari shields bloomed like wings of light. Vyakira stood on the command dais, eyes closed, humming a resonance that rippled through the ship. I could feel her pain through our link. She didn't want to fight. "Vyakira, stop," shouted. "They'll think you're attacking." "They already believe it," she said. "But perhaps you can speak where I cannot." She touched my temple, and suddenly I was everywhere. My voice carried through calm channels, translated into 1,000 frequencies. I begged the humans to stop, told them this wasn't war, that I was alive and unharmed. For a moment there was silence. Then one by one the weapons powered down. The Zari didn't stay after that. They had proven what they came to prove. That understanding could bridge fear, but only if someone dared to cross first. Before leaving orbit, Vyakira turned to me. "You can come with us. The bond allows it. You would live among stars, beyond hunger, beyond solitude." I thought about Earth, the noise, the struggle, the beauty hidden under the grime. And I thought about her. "I can't," I said quietly. "Someone has to stay and tell them what you meant." She nodded. "Then our bond will fade, but not vanish. When you look at the sky, I will feel it." Faint smile. "And when you desire again, choose carefully." Then she was gone, swallowed by starlight. It's been 3 years since that night. The world is still a mess, but cleaner now. The skies over New Phoenix have turned pale blue again thanks to Zari tech we only half understand. Sometimes when I work on the air filters, I hear a low hum beneath the wind, a sound that vibrates through my ribs like a heartbeat. Maybe it's just memory. Or maybe it's her. Either way, I've learned to stop joking about what I desire. Because once, an alien warrior took me seriously, and it changed the fate of 2 worlds.